Alright, Philippa here, and welcome to Italian Guy Answers Google's questions about Italy. Before I begin, keep in mind that I didn't answer some questions because 1. They only allowed subjective answers, 2. They were controversial, or 3. They were too technical. With this little asterisk out of the way, let's get to it. Is Italy a country? Yes. Is Italy a first world country? Italy is one of the G7 countries, so yes. Is Italy safe? It depends on where you go, when you go there, and how you behave there, but the common precautions for tourists are enough to guarantee a pleasant stay. Is Italy a state? A sovereign state? Yes. A US state? One party tried to make Italy a US state, but it didn't work out, so no. Does Italy have daylight saving time? Yes, at least for now. Does Italy have nuclear weapons? No, and frankly, considering how messy we can be, I am very thankful that we don't. Does Italy have free healthcare? Yes, except for eyes and teeth, as far as I'm aware of. Of course, private structures exist alongside public ones. Does Italy have a president? We have two of them, as a matter of fact. The President of the Republic, the ceremonial head of state, and the President of the Council of Ministers, aka the head of government, aka the Prime Minister. Does Italy allow dual citizenship? Yes. Check if your country does so. Has Italy ever won Eurovision? Yes, 3 times. Has Italy ever won Miss Universe? No. Has Italy ever won the Six Nations? No. Has Italy ever won the World Cup? Yes, 4 times. Did Italy switch sides in World War II? Only half of it did. Did Italy win World War II? No. Did Italy win World War I? Yes, but at what cost? Did Italy colonize Ethiopia? We tried to. Did Italy have colonies? We had Somalia, Libya, and Eritrea for a while. Did Italy switch sides in World War I? Not on the battlefield. Why is Italy so bad at rugby? Because we don't care about rugby. Why is Italy blue? It all started back when Italy was a monarchy. Italian athletes started wearing blue in honor of the royal family. And yes, our fondness of blue survived the 1946 referendum. A similar reasoning can be found in the Netherlands, whose athletes usually wear orange. Why is Italy so powerful? We have a strategic location in the Mediterranean, we are one of the largest economies in the world, and we have the third largest gold reserve in the world, behind the United States and Germany. Why is Italy in G7? Because we're among the major economies in the world, or at least we were when G7 became a thing. Why is Italy so expensive? Now, it depends on where you go and what you buy, but some cities receive a higher amount of tourists, and therefore higher demand, and therefore higher prices. Oh, and some businesses might inflate their prices to grab more money from tourists who don't know any better. Why is Italy so popular? Food, music, architecture, cars, fashion, you name it, we're probably good at it. How is Italy divided? Italy is divided into 20 regions. These regions are in turn divided into provinces, which are themselves divided into comuni. Comuni usually encompass one town and a bunch of settlements around it. How is Italy in December? The further south you get, the hotter it will be, but it's generally pretty cold. How is Italy governed? Italy is a parliamentary republic, which means that parliament has a central role in the political scene. Parliament, composed of a chamber of deputies and the Senate, appoints a president, who then appoints a head of government based on the composition of parliament. Are Italians white? It really depends on what your idea of white is, but if we take white in its most generic definition of somewhat pale-skinned, then yes, we Italians are generally considered white. Are Italians Latinos? I wouldn't say so. Are Italians friendly? Now, every country has its fair share of friendly people and grumpy people, but Italians are generally perceived to be quite friendly, if horrible at organizing things. Are Italians short or tall? Some are taller than others, and there is no definitive answer on what the average height of an Italian is, but I'd say we're on the shorter end of average. Are Italians Hispanic? No, but we have close ties to them. Are Italians Mediterranean? Yes. Are Italians black? Some are. Do Italians like Americans? Some do, some don't. Do Italians speak English? Our English is generally not the best, but we try our best. Do Italians eat pasta every day? Some do. Do Italians put sugar in spaghetti? I've never seen a recipe that requires you to put sugar in spaghetti. Do Italians speak Spanish? We generally don't, but we get the gist of it most of the time. Do Italians have curly hair? Some do. Do Italians have big noses? Again, some do. Do Italians call sauce gravy? I'm not American enough to answer this question. Did Italians invent pizza? Most say we invented it. Some say it was the Greeks who invented it. Look, it's a mess. I'd much rather eat the thing than talk about its history. Why are Italians hairy? Like other Mediterranean people, we Italians tend to have dark hair, and dark body hair is easier to spot. Why are Italian restaurants closed on Mondays? Low demand and weekly time off for workers. Why are Italian words used to name the dynamics in music? A good portion of early composers were Italian, and they got to the theory part first. Why are Italian movies dubbed? By the time sound became a thing in cinema, Italy was fascist through and through. Even if we take Mussolini out of the equation, we Italians have historically struggled with English, so we just dub to make it understandable. And yes, this extends to TV shows, cartoons, and the more famous video games as well. Oh, and the titles are also often translated. And that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about Italy, drop a comment down below. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day.